Welcome to China Gateway 360, connecting global businesses with China through insights, opportunities, and trends. Today, we're breaking down a huge decision for your market entry strategy, whether to set up your office in a first-tier or a second-tier Chinese city. It's a choice that can literally swing your annual operating costs by 40 to 60%. So let's get right into the data.
When you look at the total occupancy cost per employee, the difference is just stark. Based on a 2023 CBRE report, a first-tier city like Shanghai is going to cost you about 145,000 RMB per employee. But if you look at a second-tier city like Chengdu, that drops to just 78,000. So you're looking at first-tier occupancy costs being roughly 46% higher right out of the gate. To really put that into perspective, imagine you're setting up a standard 20-person office. By just choosing that second-tier city, you're looking at a baseline annual savings of 1.34 million RMB. And remember, that is before we even start factoring in salary adjustments.
Let's actually break down those hard numbers here, comparing Shanghai with Chengdu and Suzhou. For Shanghai, grade A office rent is going to run you anywhere from 240 to 380 RMB per square meter, and an average office manager's salary can hit up to 22,000 RMB. Now compare that to Suzhou. Rent there is just 90 to 140 RMB, and those same salaries hover around 9,000 to 13,000. It's a pretty massive contrast.
Now, beyond just the basic operating costs, you have to consider government incentives because they play a huge role here. Shanghai generally offers limited, highly zone-dependent perks. Second-tier cities, on the other hand, are incredibly aggressive in trying to attract business. Chengdu, for example, offers up to a 50% rent subsidy, plus a reduced 15% corporate income tax rate if you're a qualifying tech firm.
China Gateway. Gateway.
Your gateway to business in China.
But, it's not just about the upfront savings. Navigating these different city tiers comes with its own set of operational challenges. So let's walk through 3 common setup pitfalls that executives usually run into when they're making this call.
Pitfall number 1 is the talent search delay. Finding bilingual staff in a Tier 2 city can take 8 to 12 weeks. In a Tier 1 city like Shanghai, you're looking at maybe 3 to 5 weeks. So yes, while Tier 2 talent might be 30 to 50% cheaper, that longer search time can easily cost you up to 120,000 RMB in lost productivity. The easy fix here is to just start your recruitment about 6 to 8 weeks earlier than you normally would.
The second pitfall is actually specific to Tier 1 cities, and that's rigid lease terms. Landlords there will often demand 3 to 5 year leases before you've even fully validated your business model on the market. If things change and you're forced to exit early, you are risking anywhere from 180,000 yuan to 360,000 yuan just in lost deposits. So, with all those costs, when does a first-tier city actually make sense? Well, they really remain non-negotiable for a few specific sectors. Financial services that need direct daily access to regulators, luxury consumer brands that absolutely rely on location prestige, and any company that needs a really dense bilingual talent pool, like if you're hiring over 50 staff. For them, Tier 1 is still the way to go. On the flip side, second-tier cities win outright for 3 main enterprise models. First, manufacturing support offices that need to be close to their factories. Shenzhen is a great example of this. Second, software development centers and tech hubs like Chengdu. And third, regional sales hubs covering Western China. Being out there greatly reduces travel costs and helps you hit that return on investment a lot faster. Now, for a lot of businesses, the sweet spot is actually a 2-location hybrid approach. What this means is registering a wholly foreign-owned enterprise, or WFOE, in a second-tier city. That handles your day-to-day operations and captures those generous tax incentives. Then you open a small rep office in Shanghai purely to handle those high-level crucial client meetings. By using this hybrid structure, companies are successfully capturing about 70% of the potential cost savings of a Tier 2 city. But most importantly, they get to achieve this while keeping that essential Tier 1 market visibility. Ultimately, picking the right location isn't just a race for the cheapest rent. It's really about aligning your geographic footprint with what your operations actually need day to day. That's all for this China Gateway 360. Like and comment to receive materials from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.